Give me a second. Let me get the tweet out. All right, well, the tweet is out. Nobody's here. This is not like I don't know. I did a terrible job scheduling this. I'm awful at scheduling things. I apologize. I had to restart it just because I had to like adjust myself to like the thought that like, maybe nobody would come in or like people wouldn't be here because the conversation is based on what goes on in the conversation. I'm used to the games where like people just rush in here. So it was like, you know, plus the audio started off bad at first, so wanted to start the show off properly. But anyway, the pinky still up. Yo, it's been a while. Whether people are in here live or later or not or whenever, I miss you guys a lot, like for real. And we definitely need to get into doing these more consistently. I've just not been consistent and whatever. But we're back. We're here today. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Knick fans here, there, and abound. Excuse me. Welcome to Offseason Optics with I Hate Sean. This is Offseason Optics. I'm I Hate Sean, and first time I've ever done an intro. But yeah, today we can just talk about different avenues we can go in the offseason, any conversations that have been coming up, you know. The Knicks Twitter can be exhausting in the offseason. NBA Twitter in general is exhausting in the offseason. You know, a lot of speculation, a lot of fake reports, a lot of attaching value to certain things and discussing hypotheticals that'll never happen until we're blue in the face and arguments and blah, 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 blah. And it's just tiring. But we can come in here, talk about some different options, different things we think, different takes we have. Hawk, what's good? Neil, how you feeling? What's going on? Yeah, different things we want to see, different things we're hopeful for, all that. Yeah, what's going on? That's fine. I'm good, bro. I'm good. I can't complain. I'm feeling wonderful. How are you, bro? Like, I'm really glad to be back here. Yo, what's good, Leo? Really glad to be back, man. I missed you guys, for real. Mutters, what's going on? Boom, boom. Yeah, you know the vibes. Boom, boom, boom. Feel for IQ, all this COVID BS, man. Yo, for real. And apparently he didn't even test positive for it. So like being pulled from the US, he would just like, I literally just watched his interview yesterday about how much he was enjoying the camp and how KD was gonna work out with KD and all that stuff. So I don't know if he's able to go back at any point or if he just had to be pulled for like a day or two for contact tracing. But I hope that he's able to return to it. Like it seemed really great for him and he seemed really excited about it. So, you know, speaking of IQ, you feel me? Quick coin, get a t-shirt. You know what it is. TKW. Shop now. Stock's going up. That's one thing. A major thing I want to say in this today is I need to stop seeing Mayo quickly disrespect, okay? I feel like there's way too much Mayo quickly disrespect out here, and I don't like it. I really don't appreciate it. It's not going to fly on my watch. I feel like everybody's underestimating him. Everybody's putting him in, like, a box. Everybody's saying what he can't, like, limiting him. And I don't know, man. Like, especially hearing him talk yesterday and saying that, you know, he's working on his mid-range pull-up a lot. He's like, you know, I shot floaters a lot, but teams adjusted. Like, I got to be able to hit the mid-range. He's working on getting stronger, getting to the basket. You know, like, and just handling point guard duty. He said he was, like, playing point guard when he was in the USA Select camp. So, it's gonna year 2 of Mayo Quickly is gonna go crazy, bro. So stop playing with Mayo Quickly's name, like for real, on me. Boom, boom, boom. Saw the gym highlights. Are you entering the draft to save our Knicks? Yo, listen, salute to that, bro. Salute to you for that. I mean, I'm all about a bucket. You know what's best for my teammates, and I'm also, you know, first team all defense. What can I say? So, I mean, I definitely maybe take a couple months, really get in the gym. You feel me, and then. See if I can get a tryout or something. Nah, but it would be pretty dope though. Like I always like, especially seeing J. Cole do it. It's like I could at some point decide I want to play pro ball. Like I think I like to think I can do anything. I'm possible. Boom, boom. You see man saying Monty should have won Coach of the Year over Tibbs. Bro, people just talk, bro. Like I said, off-season NBA Twitter, only 2 teams are left. You feel me? Like, think about how I felt when the Knicks lost and like, oh, man, our season's over. Everybody feels like that right now, except for 2 teams. So everybody else is just talking, bro. There's just so much talking. I don't even bother with that. Monty's doing a great. Like, he said it because of a clip of him talking to DeAndre Ayton, bro. Like, yes, it was a great thing. It was beautiful. It was very nice. Phenomenal. Like, you don't have to bring up the Coach of the Year conversation again, bro. It's the NBA Finals, and people are talking about Coach of the Year. Like, I don't know. Like, Tibbs won it. Like, it's okay. Get over it. Boom, 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 boom. Did Obi get pulled too? They were chilling out. Honestly, nobody said anything about Obi being pulled. They were chilling together. They were playing ping pong and all. So it's just, I don't know. I hope not. I hope he's okay. I hope that everything ends up being all right and they can both return. Like, I don't know though. They didn't say anything about Obi being pulled. Boom, boom. Cam Reddish fan page is saying Cam got a higher ceiling than RJ. LOL. Bro, people just take every single opportunity to put their foot in their mouth when it comes to RJ Barrett. And I've seen enough of it, but I also, like, I don't even see it anymore. Like, the Cam Reddish stuff, like, you know, people are prisoners of the moment. And he had, like, 2 good, like, they saw Cam Reddish play basketball. Like, you know, they haven't seen Cam Reddish play basketball in quite some time, so they saw him play basketball. And now he's all of a sudden on graphics of the next 5 people in the league and something to being compared to Paul George. And just like, yo, like, it's crazy. Cam Reddish having, like, 1 or 2 good games and, like, RJ having an entire great season, like, or a really good season, what anybody wants to call it, like, are just viewed and spoken on 2 different ways. It's insane, bro. It's insane. I haven't heard them compare RJ to anybody, and he's played great basketball. He was playing. Hey, man. The jig is up. The jig has been up. We know what it is. Boom, 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 boom. Leo said, IQ has crazy potential, and a lot of people acting like he's at his ceiling. Bro, exactly. Like, I don't understand. I really don't get what people don't get. I'm not sure why they're trying to put a cap on him like that, especially seeing as, like, he exceeded all of our wildest expectations last year while being held back. Like, he was held back last year. I think IQ was 100% held back. I think Tom Thibodeau was one of the only coaches in the NBA who knew how to stop Emmanuel quickly, and he did a lot of the time. So I'm hoping that, you know, he's unleashed a little bit next year. Hopefully that, you know, he sharpens up some of the you know, weaknesses he had to be even more of a stable option out there, so that he can gain that trust and earn that, whatever. But I just think that if Emmanuel quickly is on the floor for 30 minutes a game next year, we're a better team because of it. I think we're a better team when he's on the floor. I think he opens up the entire offense. I think there's only but so many players like him in the NBA, honestly. And we have to, like, really pour into that and really, like, Emmanuel quickly. Like, yeah, but I think if he's a 30-minute per game player next year, I think he's easily a 20-point per game scorer. I think he's that good, and I think he can be that good. I think he gets to the line that well. Like, at least 18, you know? I don't know. And he can be that creation that everybody claims we need. My ideal offseason, I want to sign Lonzo Ball. I know a lot of people are down on Lonzo Ball. A lot of people say he doesn't break down the defense and, you know, he can't get to the basket like he should be able to, like we need him to. I mean, we run the offense through Julius a lot. We should be running the offense through RJ more. And if you put Emmanuel quickly out there with him, you can run the offense through IQ a lot. You know, IQ spaces the floor. The floor would be really well spaced. Lonzo fits in. I feel like, you know, because of the weight, it's not like he's the 100% primary ball handler all the time. That's not a role we need from really any point guard we're bringing in. So I believe that he could do just fine. And I also don't believe that, like, everything they said Lonzo couldn't, they said he couldn't shoot. And maybe it's easier to, you know, adjust your jump shot than it is to get better attacking the basket. Who knows? But I mean, Lonzo has a pretty solid frame. He's like 6'5", 6'6". You know, he's lanky. Like, I don't know. I feel like he can, and even that, like, the floor was terribly spaced in New Orleans. Like, you know, you got Zion in the paint, you got Steven Adams in the paint, you got Eric Bledsoe pretty much in the paint. Like, Lonzo was the floor spacer. So as the only real floor spacer in the lineup, like, yeah, Brandon Ingram can shoot, but he was normally isoing like Lonzo is off ball most times, so he is the floor spacer. So when you are the floor spacer on the floor, I mean there may not be as many lanes. I can't make whatever, but I would love to sign Lonzo. I think that him and IQ complement each other very well. I think he gives us the opportunity to put IQ in the starting lineup where I believe we'd be a better team because of that. If you get something else in free agency, fine. Like if you swing for the I don't know what else you're gonna get. But yeah, I'd love to start IQ. I'd love to start Lonzo next to him. I think that Lonzo's an excellent passer. We get out of transition, we'd be a much better team running the floor. Lonzo is an excellent defender and has the size to make up for whichever matchup is less favorable IQ. And he can play on and off the ball. I don't think that there's going to be and he's 23 years old and gets better on a yearly basis and has a very high basketball IQ. I just think that if you get that guy for $20 million, I mean paying Lonzo, I think that paying Lonzo Ball $20 million this year, to some people it doesn't, it sounds like an overpay maybe. I don't think it's an overpay at all. I think that 2 years from now when you're paying Lonzo Ball $20 million, you're going to have a steal. In my honest opinion, I think 25-year-old Lonzo Ball at $20 million is a steal. And we have plenty of cap space. So it's that you sign him to $20 million, like it's not like you're hamstringing the books. Like you're good. Like I don't know. It's not. I don't know. And he gives you lineup flexibility. You can play him at the 1. You can play him at the 2. You can play him at 3 if you need to. Like you can play him as on the ball or as a wing. Like I don't know. Hey, boom. Mutter said them Canada games had me stressed. Sucks they lost. Hey, Trey Lyles, war criminal, bro. Absolute war criminal. Andrew Nicholson, war criminal. I want them tried in front of a court of their countrymen. Ridiculous, bro. Unbelievable. I felt Canadian during that game, bro. When they made that comeback, I was really like singing "Oh Canada." Like when RJ was... They really Trey Lyles robbed me of Olympic RJ, bro. He robbed me of Olympic RJ. So yes, he is a war criminal, confirmed for sure. Yeah, but that was upsetting though. It was upsetting to watch them go down like that. They shouldn't have lost that game. Then they came back and they should have definitely had it. It was kind of just as impressive how they lost it as it was how they made the comeback. Like the comeback was amazing. Like literally one of the more amazing things I've ever seen. They were down by like 10 points. And with like 48 seconds left, and came back, and Andrew Wiggins hit a bank 3 after they got a steal. It was crazy. Like it was one of those things from a movie. Like it was like the Miracle on Ice, but on hardwood. It was crazy. And then they had a 5-point lead in overtime with like a minute left, and somehow lost the game. I don't really know. So I feel like the comeback and the loss are equally as impressive. Boom, boom. Josh Button said, "Go Knicks" from Sydney, Australia. Thoughts on Giddey? Yo, shout out to you, Josh, from Sydney, Australia. We global. Thoughts on Giddey? I'm not going to lie to you. I do not have any. I apologize. Hopefully somebody else in here can answer that question and we can discuss his game because I know the name, but it's not one of the games I've got. There's honestly only but so many people I want us to end up drafting, and it depends on the ranges that we're in. And it's not because I'm so, over the top knowledgeable about everything. I'm actually really not. I've just locked in on a couple I really like James Bouknight, but it seems like he's kind of out of our range even for the trade up. It seems like he's going top 10 at this point, which is unfortunate, but great for him. I really would love Moses Moody. Eli wrote an excellent piece about Moses Moody, did a breakdown on YouTube and all. Check it out, bro. I am Moses Moody Hive. We could probably trade up into like the 12 range, 10 to 14 range for him. I don't know. I also don't know where people are going, but he's got like a really nice game. He can defend. He shoots the 3 very well off movement. He can score 3 levels. Like he has game. So I would really like Moses Moody. I love Trey Mann's game. I don't want Sharif Cooper. I'm like one of the only people apparently, and maybe I just need to watch more. Here's another one. I didn't watch a whole lot of them. Like I started and I was like, I've seen enough. Like but I could eat those words. And I honestly fully believe he's gonna hoop. There's something that everybody sees. You feel me? So, and I'm sorry to get off of Giddey, but I didn't have anything. I'm so sorry. Hope if somebody else chimes in, we can talk about it. Once again, I'm not like breaking any information here. We're having a conversation. I just happen to be on the camera, but this is for all of us, just so we can chop it up. But yeah, no. with Sharif, like seems very energetic. Speed kills. One excellent vision, excellent passer. I see it. I get it. I do. He's very small, and that would be fine if we didn't just draft a guy at 25 who turned out to be an absolute steal, who I think needs to get as many minutes as possible. So I don't really want to draft another rookie, not another rookie point guard, especially because Tibbs barely did not give enough minutes to the one we just had. I think that Emmanuel quickly, easily, and I don't even think I'm being biased, based on watching him play basketball, if he was able to play consistent minutes for consistent stretches, like a regular rotation member like he should have been this year, Emmanuel quickly could have easily won Rookie of the Year. No doubt in my mind. But, so yeah, I'm not really looking forward to drafting another rookie to then have more splitting up and not having the franchise know which direction they want to go with this one, blah, blah, blah. Like, and they're not, if we're drafting a guard, that's why I like the wings. I like the wings in this draft, and I like the big combo guards like James Bootnight. Like, if we're drafting a guard, I want him to be able to play with Emmanuel quickly. Like, I like Bones Highland too. Like, they're carbon copies of each other. That would be crazy. You can never have too many people who play basketball like Emmanuel quickly. So, yeah, I want whatever guard we draft to be compatible with Emmanuel quickly, and I don't think that Sharif Cooper is. I just don't see a world where you can play both of them on the floor in, like, playoff games, or where we even would, seeing as we barely had enough time. People are still, I'm seeing people make their rotations, like, for the offseason and things like that, and at some points, people are, like, damn near forgetting Emmanuel quickly, it seems. Like, just, pigeonholing him in and be like, getting the same role he did last year. That doesn't sit well with me. I don't like that. Also, we have Vildoza. Like, I don't need to draft. I'd like to see what Vildoza can do. Like, I don't need to draft another point guard. So I'm kind of good off Sharif. But I could be stupid. You feel me? I'm not saying what I say is right. Those are just my reasons for. Oh, and like, if you're gonna be small, like, we shouldn't have to worry about your jumper. Not that maybe he's fixed it. Maybe it's better. But and it was a small sample size. But hey. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Let me see. I got lost in the comments real quick. Hold on. Hawkeye said, if IQ improves his passing, it's a wrap. Love to see him take that step next season. 100%. I think, he showed flashes for sure. And as he continues to understand defenses more and, continues to get to better, get to his spots and get to better spots, I think he'll continue to improve with that too. And I think that, yeah, I think if the ball is in his hands a lot next year, good things will happen. And that's why I would love to put him next to Lonzo Ball, bro. It would be beautiful. It would be so nice. It would be wonderful basketball, truly. Excuse me. Boom, boom, boom. Mother said, who do you want the Knicks to draft? You feeling a trade up or what you thinking? So, yeah, I was just kind of saying that with James Bootnight, but kind of out of our range. I'd love to trade it for Moses Moody. The Trey Mans. Chris Duarte seems like a great prospect. Who else? There's a few guys who I've, come to terms, okay, if he's here, that's cool. The way that I look at the draft, I only see, that's why I don't really look at the Sharif. I only see certain people as viable options to draft. I don't know. I just feel like I know, and I don't know shit. Let's make that very clear. But I feel like it's clear what this team could need. There's a couple different ways they could try to go about it, but it's clear what this team could need. I also don't, I said this before, I don't want to make 3 picks with 19, 21, and 32. There's no point at all. We didn't even play the rookies we had last year enough. We didn't have any room for Frank or Knox to play. I really want to bring Frank back. I really hope they do. I think it would be a bargain. That's the kind of player you want to have on a team that's winning. Whether you make a big move down the line, you have to move him, whatever it is. You need. I think Frank could stay. And then Knox, he didn't never. Just adding 3 rookies to this team wouldn't make sense. We had the possible rookie of the year last year and didn't play him enough. Obi didn't have enough minutes to play any minutes except the minutes that Randall was sitting down. We don't need to add 3 rookies to this team. It's not necessary. Will it be the worst thing in the world if we do? No, but we just really don't need to. I wouldn't mind packaging those, moving up, and getting the guy you really want. And I don't know how far 19 and 21 gets you. I don't know, what happens with that one, but I would like for us to trade up. I would hope we do. Be aggressive. Pick, they do better scouting than I do. I see, you guys on the timeline have scouted pretty well. but the scouts have done the scouts work. So it's like, yo, you know who that guy is that you really like, and he's gonna be whoever that is. I trust this front office. It feels so great. I don't worry about anything. I don't worry about any headlines that come out. I don't worry about any trade we might make and if we're gonna get fleeced. I don't worry about anything. I sleep like a baby through these headlines and rumors, bro, because I really trust our front office. I trust Leon Rose. I trust William Wesley. I trust Scott Perry, honestly. A lot of people give him flack, but I mean, Scott Perry came in here and like he's closely tied to number 6, so he's a war criminal for that. But he came in here and he, at his initial press conference, he told us exactly what he was going to do. And then he did it. And we're in an excellent position right now. And yeah, Leon is making shrewd moves now. We're in good, but like we are in an excellent position. So like I don't think that, I feel like a lot of people shitted on Scott Perry for a while. And I don't think he gets enough flowers for the position that we're in. Not that he made us some great, but people were shitting on him for the beginning of a rebuild. Did he make perfect decisions? No. Like, was he perfect? No. But I just don't think he's the villain he was made out to be. And I think that he needs to be more respected for the position that we're in. Because I remember that initial press conference. He said, we're going to get younger. We're going to get more athletic. We're going to get, like, more interchange, whatever. We're going to play faster. He was like, we're going to maintain our cap space. We're not going to overplay our hand. Blah, 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 blah. Like, all of that, everything they did. Not signing long-term contracts, signing the 1 years and flipping them. Like, all of that. That's what he said he was going to do when he got here. That's what he did. We're in a position we're in. I don't know. If they can go back to the process and give Sam Hinkie flowers, I think that we can give Scott Perry some flowers, bro. That was a long tangent. I apologize. Boom. But yeah, I would like a trade up. You see a guy that you like up there. You see a guy at 12, 14. You know how you can get up there, whatever. Go up there and make sure you get that guy. I'd rather get that guy than to have 2 guys and hope that they can make the time, earn the time to be one guy. Like, nah. Get that guy. This team, it's nice to add extra pieces, but get the most valuable piece. Boom. Steven Mendez said, put some respect on RJ's name, 100%. Never. RJ forever. Make sure that's very clear. Stop playing with my guy. I am trading RJ Barrett under no circumstances. I don't care. I'm hanging up don't call me. I'm not trading RJ Barrett, bro. He just turned 21, 2-way stud. He wanted to be here. 3rd overall pick, came in, like, it had an incredible leap year 1. Already, like, we stopped playing for 3 to 4 weeks before RJ got out to Canada, like, and he was in the Canada game shooting step back 3-pointers, and it's like, yo, what the hell is going on, bro? It's like, stop playing with RJ Barrett. Year 3 is gonna go crazy on me. Stop playing with my guy. And that video resurfaced the other day of those fools, those imbeciles, those dumbasses, those idiots, those half-wits that said to G League, my guy. Stop playing with RJ Barrett, bro. Neil said, yeah, I'm not an Alonzo wave. I don't blame, one thing is, my opinion never has to be the only opinion. Like, you feel me? I'm not saying, oh, we have to do this. It's the only right way to do it. And that's part of the reason I don't like these off-season NBA Twitter things, especially the off-season Knicks Twitter things, because, like, everybody feels like their opinion is right. Like, no, this is right, and if you don't agree with me, then you're wrong or you're stupid. That's not the case. You think that, I don't agree. There's different ways this can go. There's some Doctor Strange shit, bro. There's a lot of possibilities. No one answer is right, so it's just like, you're free to disagree with the Lonzo take. I am especially, like, I would like to hear why you disagree with it. I'd like to hear who you prefer. Like, what avenue would you guys prefer to go? Like, that's just what I see as an option. I'm also a huge Ball in the Family fan. I feel like I'm an honorary member of the Ball family, and I fully believe in Lonzo Ball. Like, I really, really believe in Lonzo Ball, for real. Like, beyond Ball in the Family. Like, Lonzo Ball he's gonna be nice. It would be nice to have him here. Boom. Steven Mendez said, I think we should sign Mitch. Like, extend him. I agree 100%. I think that if there's, this is the best time to do it. market wise, coming off the injury and stuff like that. Like as far as for the organization, if Mitch wants to do it, if he wants to bet on himself and wait till the offseason, and that's on him, then that's what you got to do. But if he's willing to make a deal now, like I feel like you lock that up and lock it in, because Mitch is the price is gonna go up this season, 100%. So if he stays healthy, like please stay healthy. Boom, boom. James McCracken says Zion was initiating offense. He didn't play fourth quarter. They got more production out of Alexander. If we get Lonzo, it would be to package him in a trade. Yeah, even if it was to package, like, I think he's a good piece. I think he's a good piece, a good asset to have, even if you only use him, like, if you use him to replace Reggie, honestly. Like, if you just have him as a 3-and-D guy, I still think he's a good piece. And, he does a lot of other things. But that Zion was initiating offense. Exactly, like, Lonzo was the floor spacer, so he never was. There really wasn't, I don't know. Like, I'm not completely bailing him out, but I just think that I don't think that it's so bad to the point where it's not something that could improve at 23. You feel me? I don't know. I think it's overblown. And like, okay, so Lonzo shot 38% from three the year, not this year, the year before this one, but the bubble shortened year. So he shot 38% from three for the season, but in the bubble he shot like shit. Couldn't hit the C from the short, bro. It was crazy, right? So then people just acted as if he didn't shoot 38% from three all year. They were like, oh, he can't shoot. I was like, bro, he shot 38% from three. But because in the bubble he didn't shoot well, it was, oh, he can't shoot, he sucks, this and that. I think he didn't take his qualifying offer, whatever. He didn't take his extension from the Pelicans at first. And people were saying it was stupid, blah, blah, blah. Like, he bet on himself. And I was really happy he bet on himself. And he went out there and did it. He got it. He improved. He was knocked down from three again with high volume. Like, I like players that improve. I like players that get better, that give a shit, and that are high basketball IQ players. I think that he would fit very well in many lineups. But once again, my opinion is not the only possible answer. Jody said, who would you rather draft, Trey Mann or Bones Highland? That's tough. That's tough. You really can't go wrong either way there. That's kind of what I like about that 19 range. Like, even if we were to stay, I'd like to trade up to, like, really get somebody they want to get. But if they don't trade up, I would, because, like, at that 19 range, like, somebody's falling to you. Like, there's a lot of guys who, it depends on who you like better, who you like more. But, like, excuse me, you're going to get somebody. In those mocks, there's a lot. You're going to get somebody, So I'm really excited about this draft for us. I think that we can definitely, bring a couple more good assets in or whatever. Just make it happen. But Trey Mann or Bones Highland, I think I would go with Trey Mann. I think that his play style is a little bit different and more fluid. And that he can really, his range is ridiculous. Bones too, like Bones is, I don't want to act like Bones is a hooper, but Trey Mann just has a really, really fluid game. And I would, yeah. Boom, boom. Carlton said, young man grinding the channel. Salute. I would not call this grinding at all, bro. This is the first video we've done way too long. So, gotta kick it up more, like get more, like get back in the swing of things. So there'll definitely be more content coming. But in the meantime, there's been excellent content, you feel me, on the draft season on the TKW pod. They'll have you filled in with everything. I don't have, you feel me, like I have very bare bones reviews of these things, but they break it down much better. Nick interviewed Franz. What's his last name? Damn it, but I'm not gonna mispronounce it. But yeah, that's on the YouTube channel and on the pod. Eli's breakdown of Moses Moody was phenomenal. So check those out. There's definitely plenty more information, and we can do more of these going forward as well. Boom, boom. Oh, I got lost. Hold on. Okay, boom. Hawkeye said, Trey Mann is who I lean to. I agree right there. Cooper Hive is huge. Cooper Hive is definitely huge. That's why I know I'm the outlier. Like, you feel me? I know I'm the guy who's probably wrong, but, like, I'm not a member of the Hive. Like, I'm good. But I see it. I understand. I get it. You feel me? Boom, boom, boom. James said, unless he develops a jump shot, no on Cooper. Yeah, exactly. Like if he had a really consistent and solid jumper, that would change things for me. But it's like the size issue, and then you don't supplement it with like a really good jumper, so teams can go under screens on you already. And I mean, like he's fast as hell, but yeah, man, I don't know. You got to space the floor. I'm PTSD, bro. I don't want to see any more point guards that can't shoot in the Garden for at least 10 to 15 years, just based on the last 2 years I had to deal with. So, James said Butler is ready right now. Damn it, from Baylor, right? Jared Butler. Yeah, he's a hooper. He's a hooper. He defends well. Like there are so many options, bro. Like a Jared Butler, out of Jared Butler, Davion Mitchell, Bones Highland, Trey Mann, like you're probably gonna have multiple of those guys available there at that position for you. So I mean, we can really make something shake in this draft because there's definitely a lot of players who are. This is I'm not as well versed in this draft as I've been with some other ones. But like what I have seen and like what I've noticed through mocks and just other people's analysis, the couple things I have tapped into, the couple players I have watched, is like this is a really good value draft. Like toward the end of the first round, you're getting like players who are ready to step in and play basketball like today, or you're getting players who like are like something. I see Sharif sliding down some boards to like in the 20s, and I don't look at a whole lot of boards, but I see Sharif like in the 20s and something. It's just like, okay, if he's the prospect that these people know he is, that everybody seems to understand, and he's available in the 20s in this draft, like shit, So it's gonna but I feel like there's a lot of parity, so it's just like it also means that things can go a lot of different ways because everything is so close, kind of at a certain range. Like outside of that, like top superstar tier range. Boom, boom, boom. Amazement said, yeah, it sucks that we are even putting RJ name in trade rumors, but it's what the Nets did that caused all this drama. That super team stuff. We have to get through them to even win the East. Look, man, I don't, I don't believe any of the trade rumors or RJ's name in them. I don't think they're very substantial at all. One of them came from a Nets reporter. Like, no disrespect, but like, okay, I guess. And like, we don't have to. I'm not worried about the Nets. We were the 4th seed this year. We can improve in some ways. We can improve today and long term. And I would like to see what we do next, where we're gonna go next. You just I feel like you build your team worrying about the team across from you, and that's the way that you stay below that team. Like I just think that you build your team. You don't worry about like what they had to do. Like this year they didn't even, like I don't know. You just build a good team. That's it. Boom, 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 boom. James said he has a professional skill set. I believe that was about Butler. Yeah, he does have he seems he's gonna be a solid pro for sure. Neil said Kispert and Rocco as wings are interesting to me. Yo, I like Kispert as well. I like Kispert because it would be nice to have that kind. Those are the kind of shooters you got to pay 20 M's for. So it would be nice, or 17. But it would be nice to, have a movement shooter like that. He's a big wing. He would fit into the lineup well. So he would open the floor up. I would like that pick for sure. Boom, boom, boom. At point guard, shooting guard, who would you play? Lonzo, IQ, Rose, Bootnight, Cooper, Christopher, etc. Don't think we making a crazy trade. I'd love Shea on the Knicks, though. Yo, getting SGA would be beautiful. I don't know what it would cost. I don't even want to really think about it. But it would be beautiful. Like, that would be really nice. Boom, boom, boom. At point guard, shooting guard, who would I play? I would play Lonzo and IQ. Are you saying, like, I'm not sure what you're saying. If those are the people we have on the roster, like, I'm not sure. But I would love the Lonzo IQ combo. Like, I think that's a really good one, too. I think if you have a lineup of Lonzo, IQ, RJ, Randall, Mitch, and if somebody was like, oh, RIQ's too small to be a 2, it's like, yo, it's just positions at that point. When you put him next to Lonzo, that's why you do it. But IQ, Lonzo, RJ, Randall, Mitch, I think that's a very, 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 very solid lineup. I think that lineup wins games. I think that lineup scores. I think that lineup defends. I think that lineup moves the ball extremely well, and I think the floor is spaced well. So, yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see. Victor Oladipo, no thanks. Shout out to Victor Oladipo, great guy, I'm sure, great basketball player. But just too injury prone. I don't know what price he's gonna be asking for. But like I wouldn't want to be the team to give it to him. We haven't really seen like fully healthy Victor Oladipo in like 2.5 years at this point, and that's super unfortunate because I love Victor Oladipo. I have since like Indiana, but I don't want to be the team to do that. Oladipo is not that guy, pal. That's hilarious. Yeah, but nah, for real. Like it's not right now. Maybe hopefully he does reach that. Hopefully he gets back to that point in his career. You feel me? Hopefully he gets real healthy and is able to get back to that point where he's one of the top, shooting guards in the league. But I'm gonna have to see it again first. Amazement said Chris Paul owes Leon Rose a favor for getting him paid. He needs to come to New York to finish out his career. Yo, if Chris Paul were to win the finals and then come to New York and take us to the... First of all, I would be overly emotional. I don't even want to think about that, though. But shout out to Chris Paul. Hopefully he wins the finals. I really need that. My email account was once cp3junior23@live.com. So it really means a lot to me. But yeah, that would be amazing, bro. I don't know what Phoenix is going to do. I feel like if you win a championship, you just can't let the guy go. Like, because then you're looking, it's like, okay, why can't we win again next year? So I feel like you got to pay him. But Robert Sarver, I believe it is over there, has never been famous for paying people or spending money. So maybe they do let him go. Maybe they're just like, all right, we got this chip, kind of like how Kawhi got his chip in Toronto and then cleared it. So yeah, maybe he plays his one season in Phoenix and clears it, comes to New York. And that would make us a much better basketball team for sure. I would be ecstatic if we had Chris Paul. I'm not going to lie. Like, ecstatic. And then Emmanuel quickly under Chris Paul. Look what he did for campaign. Dennis Schroeder. SGA. Like, oh my goodness. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Jody says, so you wouldn't sign Lowry if you could and bring back D Rose? I wouldn't mind signing Kyle Lowry. I wouldn't mind it. It's a way to go. It's an avenue. I wouldn't mind it. I think that if you sign Kyle Lowry, you start Kyle Lowry, maybe a two that you drafted, whether it's like you traded up for Moody or something like that. And then you have because like, or do you sign another two? Like, I don't. Or are we trying to sign a wing this summer? Like, what's going on? So I mean, I wouldn't be. I'd be open to Kyle Lowry. That's definitely one of those options. And Leo said I'd rather have Rose than Lowry. Yeah, I really hope we bring D Rose back. I really do. I think Rose is huge for us. He played great basketball. He played really, really great basketball for us. Like, I know, recency bias has disappeared because we haven't played in a little while. But I need people to know that Derrick Rose played excellent basketball for us this year. So I would love to have him back. Trading for the 10th, Asfan said, trading for the 10th Pelicans pick by giving up the 19th pick and taking on Bledsoe's contract. His second year is only $4 million guaranteed. Asfan, that's an option. That's an option. It's a way that you could go. I would understand it, especially if it gets you up to the 10th pick. So I wouldn't be angry. I don't really want Eric Bledsoe. And I definitely don't want him to start. So I would like to avoid acquiring him. However, I do understand. And then once you do have him, that second year of the non-guaranteed contract is probably a pretty good trade chip at a point. Like, after this, so, I mean, hey. There's a few, there's not too many outcomes I wouldn't be able to, like I said, I trust the front office. Whatever move they make, I'm going to be able to talk myself into at least. Boom, boom, boom. All right, let's see. Damn, why is my MacBook dying already? I just fully charged it. That's crazy. All right, Amazement said, I know Trey, man, since I'm a Gators fan. He really developed his sophomore year. In the right system, he can flourish. Coaching held him back. Yeah, like the sophomore year development is a huge thing, too. Like, just stepping his game up, improving in different areas, and stepping into the league. And, I feel like that's another thing. I trust our front office, And as far as drafting, that's why I said there's a few prospects that make sense to me. I kind of feel like I know what we're going to be going after. And then once we get it, I definitely trust our coaching staff, like, the trainers, Johnny Bryant, Kenny Payne, like, everybody involved to be able to, get, like, I trust that we're going to develop our players well. And the culture we've instilled where, like, guys just working real hard, like, as much as they can, like, in the off season, whether it's during the season, like, landing in different cities and going straight to the gym, like, all of that. That's a great environment for a rookie to step into. And I think that we're going to, we've started to create a culture, and that's kind of the effect of that. So I'm looking forward to it. It makes it easier to trust every move that's going on. It's kind of like my Heat fan friends. They kind of just trust what's going on because they've had the same culture established forever. Like, it is what it is, plug and play. But you have to keep it. We just started establishing it, so that's pretty cool. Hawkeye said, year 2 Obi, man, I can't wait. I also can't wait. I'm looking forward to seeing year 2 Obi. I hope that we find more ways to get him more minutes so that he's not, playing 15 minutes a game again. I really think he's going to open his game up next year. He really got comfortable as the year went on, so getting that level of comfort, then having all that time to work, then he's going to have Summer League. He's out there training with Team USA right now. I think that Obi's going to take a big leap this year, or, at least make some nice strides forward and definitely be able to help this team even more. So I hope there's a bigger role created for him. Excuse me. Maybe I'm a bit pessimistic. I hope the CAA connections don't hurt us. I'm intrigued to see what Brock Aller and Walt Perrin do in year 2 in this unique draft. Yeah, very unique draft, man. I think we're really going to pull some shit off, man. Like, I really do. I think we're going to have a really good, I just trust it. I trust it, bro. Now I'm still salty about Perry taking Knox over Mikal Bridges and SGA. These playoffs have not helped my views on Knox. LOL. Yo, we can't hold that thing over Knox forever, and we can't hold it over Perry forever. And, Knox isn't done. Like, Knox can improve. He's still very young. I think he's like, 21, 22? Like, we don't have to write him off completely. It's unfortunate. Happens every year. Every year in the draft, the Sixers traded Zaire Smith. Traded Mikal Bridges for Zaire Smith. So, nobody's talking about that, though. Like, nobody really talks about it, so just like, we can't keep doing that. We can't do that. It happens. There's a lot of teams didn't draft SGA that should have. Like, it happens. But man, it would be nice to have SGA or Mikal Bridges. But we can't. I'm tired. I don't want to. Every time Mikal Bridges plays basketball, I don't want Kevin Knox to come up, bro. Like, I'm tired. We got to stop doing that. It's not cool. Like, come on. He's going into, like, year 4. Like, we got to let it go. Boom. Asfan said, trading up for the 10th Pelicans pick by taking on Bledsoe's contract as a salary dump and giving up 19. His second year on his contract is only $4 million guaranteed. I guess I read that already. Yes, I did. And yes, I answered it. So I'll move along because my MacBook is still dying somehow. Hawkeye said, I think I'm in a minority and just want them to run IQ, Vildoza, and Rose like as the point guards, or like as 1 and 2. Like, I wouldn't be mad at them running IQ, Vildoza, and Rose, like, but we need a 2 guard, right? If we can re-sign Frank, I don't mind, but I also wouldn't mind seeing Knox and Frank in different jerseys. Damn, I definitely don't want to see Frank go. I'd like to, like, I don't think that we get much for Knox right now. So I would like to see him get an opportunity. I think that, something can happen with that. Boom. Would I sign Doug McDermott? Yeah, I don't know what Doug McDermott's market is. I mean, people are paying shooters a lot of money these days. But I wouldn't mind Doug McDermott for sure. He can come off the bench, get some buckets, space the floor. But I quite personally, I would prefer to give whatever minutes I would give to Doug McDermott to the wing/combo guard that we drafted in this draft. Like, I don't want to sign Doug McDermott to, like, I can get another guy to come off. I can get this rookie to come off the bench and get this time and get this production, get this experience on a fraction of the money. Like, I don't think a Doug McDermott signing is necessary if you have a good draft. But I wouldn't be like, oh my goodness, we're wasting money on Doug McDermott. I wouldn't. Boom. Asfan said, Lonzo just doesn't attack the rim. Tibbs always wants his guards to attack. But, like, Can he never attack the? I don't know, man. I just think that he can attack the rim. I think that he can start to just attack the rim. It could happen. He can improve it just the same way he improved his jumper. I think he could improve on, like, he has the tools to attack the rim. I feel like, so he has the size. So I don't think it's impossible. He's 23. But yeah, I understand though. I understand people saying he hasn't done it, so they aren't really looking forward to him doing it. Boom. Let's see. Hawkeye said, I'd like to take another flyer on Burks. Let Bullock walk. I'm right there with you, bro. No offense. Torf said, thoughts on Zaire Williams? I don't know much about Zaire Williams. I've seen people talk about him, but I'm not really well versed on him. I gotta look into him. So that's probably a name. Like, hit me with names that you want me to check out. I'll check them out, and we can do this again soon. My MacBook is on 6%, so I'm gonna just try to get through these comments before we get out of here. Boom. DeJounte Murray might be available. He could fit us pretty well. Yeah, I saw that come out. I don't know. I take everything with a grain of salt at this time of the year. But if he's available, I'd see what it would cost. That would be cool. Depending on the price. Boom. James said the Nets had 2 players come in as free agents. Let's just keep building. The 2 teams in the NBA Finals have been built slowly. Exactly, James. Exactly. Excellent point. Logan said we could have had SGA. Hey, man, a lot of teams could have had SGA. I don't think there's a lot of people I don't have the greatest memory, but I don't think there were a lot of people that were clamoring for SGA at the time. So I don't want to see people saying we could have had him. Torf said, yo, Sean, yesterday was my birthday. I finally got my Quickly jersey. Hey, bro, salute. Happy belated birthday to you. I really hope you enjoyed that, and I'm glad you got that IQ jersey. That's fire. You know what it is, man. Quick Coin. Get yourself a Quick Coin t-shirt. You know what it is. Price going up. Not of the t-shirt, of a man quickly. Boom. How do you guys feel about Sexton? I don't want to trade for Colin Sexton because I feel like Colin Sexton is going to cost something, and I am a man quickly hive. So I have a guard already, and I like him better, and I think he'll be better. So I don't really need to give up assets for Colin Sexton because I don't think I'm going to play a Colin Sexton a man quickly backcourt. If you are, then go ahead, but I don't think that we would. And so I don't need to get that guy in this timeline who now we're going to have to pay a year after this. Just give the ball to the guy you already have that you drafted on a steal. Sexton can't play, make, or be effective without the ball. We're not telling lies in here. But he can improve as well. Like, I'm not going to kill him, but I just don't want to trade for him. Boom. Hawkeye said, prefer Garland over Sexton, and Cleveland seems to agree. Exactly. They prefer Garland. It's like, I don't ever really line up to just go give up assets for the guy that the team, is like, okay, well, we're moving on from this because we're in good position. Boom. Sean Irwin, yo, what's going on, bro? How you feeling? With rumors of San Antonio possibly trying to move Murray, would you consider trading for him? I would be down to consider it. I would like to know what it costs. I have no idea what a DeJounte Murray trade package would consist of. I'm not even going to pretend I do. I don't. I'm interested to see what people may think, what the conversation will be around those. I have no idea. Boom. Jake G said, who do you think would be the best for the Knicks to trade for out of Lonzo, SGA, and DeJounte? Who would give us the best cost-impact ratio? Don't want to give up too much and end up being worse off. Well, first answer for that is Lonzo is the best cost-to-impact ratio because he doesn't cost you any players. You have to trade a lot for SGA, I'm sure. You just have to sign Lonzo. And DeJounte, I'm sure, would not be cheap either. So Lonzo's going to be the answer there. As far as impact, you would have to trade a lot for SGA, I feel like. I feel like they're going to build the franchise around him. I saw reports about him possibly like asking out and everything, but I don't know if that's really going to happen. And even if it does, I don't think they're in a position where they have to give him up for pennies on the dollar. Boom. And then Murray, once again, I have no idea what his price would be. Boom. Torf said Colin Sexton averages 2 assists per game, huge pass. Yeah, I'm good on Colin Sexton, bro. Like I'm good. I don't need to trade for him. DeJounte is a great fit, says Leo. Once again, agreed. I just no, it's too new. I have no idea what it would cost. I really don't. I'd like to. I'm gonna go check and see what people said. I don't know what that would cost. Boom. Hawkeye said, keep DeRozan and Sexton far away from this team with an exclamation point for sure, especially for in DeRozan's case. Keep DeMar DeRozan far away from this roster, like 100%. Sean Irwin said, AO could be an option at 32. Not familiar with this game. Once again, though, don't want to leave this draft with 3 rookies. I don't even count that 4th pick, but don't leave the draft with 3 rookies at all. Not really looking to try to. If we do, then you try to like pump the assets as much as possible. But there's no reason to leave the draft with 3 rookies. Boom. Ruel was good. It said Knicks are going to surprise a lot of people in this offseason. Trust the real process. I'm telling you, bro, it's about to be lit, man. We got plenty of cap space. We're in good position draft wise. We've got smart people in position. I really think that we're gonna have a very, very solid offseason. I think that, seeing how shrewd we moved last year, and what the minimal moves were able to do for us in the position we were put in, I think that with a whole nother year, more solid footing and a more clear vision and direction of like where they want to take this team, I think that we can make a lot happen this summer and continue to have ourselves in good position at the very least. So I'm very excited. But on that note, man. Hawkeye said, have a good one, Sean. You are an essential player of the game. Hey, salute, man. Pinkies up. You know what it is. Let's go Knicks forever. Essential. So, yeah, man, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. You feel me? Check us out. Read the articles. Plenty of great articles being written. Plenty of great draft season pods. Deep dives on prospects. So, check those out. Check out the YouTube. Plenty of content. We're here for you. Also, check out the shop. You feel me? Man, quickly start going up. I'm telling you, it's going to be year 2. It's going to be amazing. And RJ forever, don't play with him, please. And yeah, I miss you guys. That's what I wrote. So we got to start doing this more often. I'm not very good at scheduling things. One of my bigger weaknesses, because I want to find out what time is best for everybody else. So like for me to just be like, hey, this time, I don't really want to do that. So let's try to figure out what basis works. I say that, but it's still going to be me that has to figure it out. So until next time, man. Love y'all from the bottom of my heart. And, thank you for